Are miracles fake? Well, are some miracles fake? Well, absolutely yes. Some are fake. Some are staged by con artists like the Congolese televangelist who faked raising someone from the dead in South Africa. He just happened to have a camera crew on hand. His fake miracle has been totally debunked and discredited by the family, eyewitnesses, and even by the funeral home people. The dead guy, you see, never died. It was planned deceit. It was fake. I don't defend the indefensible. The miracles I mean, in the question, are miracles fake, are real supernatural events that are naturally impossible or humanly improbable. Specifically, I mean the miracles of the Bible. And the miracles question is often stated more as a personal opinion rather than a question. Like, I don't believe in miracles, or no intelligent person today believes in miracles, or all the miracles in the Bible have natural explanations, or they're just myths. Years ago, I heard someone say, "Define your terms and I will converse with you." Wow, doesn't that sound a little combative? It does to me. But it's actually important to define our terms when it comes to miracles. You see, the birth of a baby is not a miracle. It's an amazing and wonderful event, but worldwide, it happens well over 130 million times a year. That's not impossible. It's not improbable. And it's also said that caterpillars miraculously turn into butterflies. Well, millions of times a year. Not a miracle. Michael Jordan sung some so-called miracle buzzer beaters, as does Steph Curry, launching three-pointers from deep beyond the arc. Not miracles. None of these are the type of miracles meant in Are Miracles Fake? Well, here are some examples of improbable but real miracles in the Bible. They include the Israelites crossing the Red Sea on dry ground, and the pursuing Egyptian army being swallowed up and drowned as the water rushed back in. Or Joshua, Elijah, and Elisha at different times crossing the Jordan River on dry ground. Or maybe a fault line quake bringing the walls of Jericho down at just the precise moment. All of these involve humanly improbable timing. Humanly improbable timing. But impossible miracles are different. Why? Well, because they're humanly impossible. Examples would be Jesus feeding the 5,000 with one boy's lunch, or at a wedding turning water into fine wine, or when he brought his dead for 4 days friend Lazarus back to life, or Jesus himself being resurrected after a brutal, convincing death by crucifixion. And I don't know if you've thought about this, but his miracles were completely authentic and believable to his followers, the crowds, and even to his enemies. Many of his followers were so sure of the authenticity of his miracles and his message that they were willing to be persecuted and murdered for their belief in Christ. Skeptic, if you're an atheist, you probably don't believe in these miracles because you don't believe that God exists. The Bible's miracles were seen by numerous eyewitnesses and resulted in irrefutable human behavioral changes. But if the miracles of the Bible happen so that you, like those people, would believe in God, but you don't believe them because you deny the existence of God, that's actually circular reasoning. You deny the existence of God, so you deny his authenticating miracles. You deny the evidence, so you deny the existence of God. I'll tell you, intellectually, that puts you on shaky ground. Circular reasoning is illogical. I encourage you to open up your thinking. Only an all-knowing God knows everything. You may not know God at this time, but his existence, the knowledge of his existence, may simply be outside of your present knowledge. Eternity is too long for you to be closed-minded. And seeker, the miracles of the Bible are there for a specific purpose in your life. Jesus said in John 14:11, "Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me. Otherwise, believe because of the works themselves." The Bible's record of his miracles is there so that you would believe in Jesus. The people that saw Jesus perform miracles, and specifically saw him resurrected after being brutally executed, believed. They did. And they not only believed, but were willing to die for him. And since Jesus died for you, don't you think you should believe in him? And believer, please use the word miracle the way the Bible uses it. For the naturally impossible and humanly improbable acts of God. Here's a personal example. Several years ago, I had 1,242 mid-range seizures in 400 days. 4 neurologists couldn't help me. I'm left-brained. I actually counted the seizures and the neurologist. You see, adult onset seizures are usually for life. And those first doctors offered no hope. But a relentless 5th neurologist, a relentless woman, found the cause and cured me. It's been years now with no meds and no seizures. Was that healing a miracle? Well, it was an astonishing answer to prayer through modern medicine. But it wasn't a medical impossibility. It was improbable, even with great doctors, but not a miracle. And please, don't call finding a parking spot near the mall entry or church door a miracle. And don't call passing that final exam a miracle. Please, save the word miracle for true miracles. And don't believe every sign or wonder that you see in a spiritual setting. Jesus said, in Matthew 24:24, "For false Christs and false prophets will arise and will show great signs and wonders, so as to mislead, if possible, even the elect." You see, all signs and wonders are not from God. Be cautious. Don't be gullible. Be on the alert. I'm John Morris, and this has been Just a Question.